Here again, also in this book on the page 37, let me see, there is this thing I constructed, something in the shape of lily, that originally had a different name, a different purpose, but now that the world around has changed and taken the side of international community because it's easy, this is like something in the shape of lily I wanted to make and call it Zmaj or Dobora, meaning dragon of Dobor. Dobor was a place in the southern part of Bosnia, the southern part of Bosna River as well. And the greatest massacre ever in history of noble families and royally connected families was committed there in the Sixth Crusade of Vatican against Bosnia, led by Hungarian King Sigismund in 1408, and 200 noble families have been executed. All right, this is biggest slaughter of leadership and nobility ever done. All right, it was a meeting. Supposedly there were Croatians there too, because there was a massacre at Krajina in 1397, so it's possible there were. They say that there were, but the way they call Croatians anybody who was Bosnian Catholic. So I want to talk about that later, but that's a possibility, which means that it is this master race wannabe of Croatian historians that bring possibility that there were no Croatians. But the meeting itself of 200 nobles, which was constructed to see how to fight Ottoman Empire, was betrayed by despot Lazar of Serbia. All right, and that's how Sigismund of Hungary knew how to find him. And when the slaughter is done and whole Europe was at a shock, it's, you know, how could this have happened and why? King Sigismund immediately created Order of the Dragon, and reward to Despot Lazar of Serbia was to become immediately a member of it, along with a few who agreed with the destruction of Bosnia. But European gentry would not go for it because he basically insinuated that he was the dragon, King Sigismund, when in fact he lost so many battles to Ottoman Empire, and while King Tvrtko and Croatians have so many successful battles against the Ottoman Empire, so they wouldn't join the Order of the Dragon until he changed the name into Order of the Defeated Dragon in 1418, 10 years later, and then they joined. Amazingly enough, this Order of the Defeated Dragon still exists. Sacratoritum Draconis, dragon is Draconis. All right, so that's how all those people who are still in they're still very powerful, very influential. They're royalties, they're whatever, and it's amazing to realize like the destruction of Bosnia at that time is still being celebrated. That's why I wanted to construct an aircraft in the shape of lily, call it Dragon of Dobor. It might have been defeated, the dragon, but you know, here he comes home back again. And it also will show to my government that there was a history before 1463 or before 20th century when this Serbo-Croatian nationalism was psychologically warfared into our Catholics and into our Christian Orthodox, and bring some pride back back home, and simply honor our nobles, honor their sacrifice. It's been exactly 600 years since the event, and I think somebody should do something, and I thought this would be nice enough of a gesture. This was just a rough sketch, but I hate this road. How many trains they got? and it would be a nice gesture to show how to go about that, and how, you know, graceful enough, I hope. And I hope this would also show that Bosnia doesn't all these things I've done, like Bosnian form of charity, Bosnian vote, Bosnian enterprise with that engine. What else? Bosnian get together, Bosnian economy. That my country does belong to this century just nicely. We are capable of contributing to the world and living up to whatever the standards. But this one, Zmaj Dobora, Dragon of Dobora, is just to wake up the people to their history and give us some strength to look back at our defeats as well. It was most shameful day for Europe, most defeating day for us, and we need some strength of dignity before we look at it, and that dignity would be constructing such an aircraft. So let me see, that's covered. Alright, all of this is within this letter, all of this is copyrighted, so don't even think about it. Also, I have sent another letter to, after having realized after 15 days that you know, nobody's contacting me from UN, and it was letter to Kofi Annan. At that time he was Secretary General of UN, telling him what's going on. Let me find a copy. I'll be right back, would you? Alright, this is a copy of it, and it was basically wrapped into a big sheet of paper, which was an actual copy of the very FedEx letter in its original size that was sent to UN and Nicholas Mitchell. And here I have kept on reminding him of the Declaration for Human Rights by UN, you know, and that I do have a right to, you know, express my opinion, but that Bosnian get-together thing is still to be constructed, you know, for the people to simply express. Here's another copy of the Greyhound ticket that I have been to New York the very day the letter arrived, and I hate this, man. This subject deserves full presentation. It's important in so many ways, from Pittsburgh to New York. Alright, it was done. November 2nd, 2006, from Pittsburgh to New York. Okay. 11:50 p.m. was a bus. One-way adult. You know, I carried myself with the thought I'd get a job immediately. I mean, here I am thinking I'm talking to the good people. You know, like, I'm talking to the right people about these things. And here's a page in which I seek immediate UN protection. It's all part of the letter. None of them ever contacted me. These people are just there to be there. They don't do anything. They're just there to mediate. Alright? Not to help.